and as good as we gonna get it for
Hey Google,
today.
stop. Go ahead.
We live?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh
God
shit.
damn! Yo, I don't know if y'all noticed, but what the fuck is good?
Yo,
All I'm saying is I probably look a lot clearer than I have been in the last few months, boy. And all I gotta say is, the fuck is good, bruh? We'll
what's
get into
going
that in a
on,
little
bro?
bit, but let's get our
What's
introduction
going
going.
on, dude? What's going on, bro? How you been?
What is going on, bro? I'm chilling, dog. You know, I ain't got nothing to complain about. I've had the last few days off of work, which is very much
Bless.
needed. You know,
Bless.
fucking 40-hour weeks, stupidly swarmed at work, bro. And I finally got 2 days in a row off. Bless up. Um, Unfortunately, I had today off because I had plans that were made a few months ago.
Mm.
Skylar and I we're actually supposed to be in Miami. I guess we'd be on our way back home from Miami, or probably home already. We had tickets to a Miami Marlins game tonight, so unfortunately, the season's got canceled so far, so the game didn't happen. So here I am sitting at home, bro.
Hey,
Anywho, bro, what the fuck is good with you?
bro, same thing. 40-hour weeks at work,
Oh,
school.
I just unplugged my. I ain't used to it. My plug. Hold up.
No, well, I'll talk to you guys. So 40-hour weeks as work, like usual. School, tapping these cheeks, usual. Um, but other than that, dude, life is great. I cannot
Life
complain.
is good.
Life is fucking good.
Word to my boy Future and Drake, dog. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. New song they just released, maybe. Not new,
Ah,
but their most recent song. It's
yeah,
alright.
man. It's all right.
Anywho, bro, I'm clear as fuck, aren't I? I'm probably a little
Go
laggy.
go
Do I
go
feel?
go
Do I
ahead
look a
and
little
explain
laggy?
it. You don't look that laggy, bro. Go ahead and explain it. I know
Okay.
I know you want to gloat right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, dude, let me tell you how happy I am, bro. The computer, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, the computer is back up and running. Connor, big fuck you, like always. So last, I'd say month and a half, I've been doing the whole podcast off of my MacBook
Mhm.
because out of nowhere it was like we were midstream to yeah, we were midstream because I had to transfer over to my MacBook. I don't remember what week it was, but like midstream, just my computer just boom crashed, just wouldn't turn back on. So I was like, what the fuck? So gone a few months or whatever, month and a half. Haven't been able to like figure the fuck out what's going on because I don't know shit.
I told him.
Uh, Um, so then finally last night, what was the big news you told me last night? The reason I purchased something.
Stimulus checks?
Yes, sir. You brought it up. You're talking about
Yeah.
how you got your check, and I'm like, let me look. Looked at mine. Boom. $1,200 extra dollars in my bank account. I said, bless the fuck up. I was like, yo, what was that part you told me to buy that you think might be the reason? You told me power supply unit. I went on Best Buy, ordered it for next day pickup. Went picked it up today, put that bitch together, and here the fuck we are.
Bless up, bless up.
Yes,
I like
sir.
that. I
So
like that.
thank God. My Windows is needs to be updated, so unfortunately I can't add any Bluetooth devices. I even tried plugging this bitch in, but I don't know. They don't work. But so after this stream, I'll update my Windows, get my Bluetooth headphones back up and going. So these are gonna have to do for this week. But fuck it, dude. We got a computer again.
You do.
So you're $1,200 richer. What you got planned?
Pay my debt.
That's
um,
exactly what the fuck I did.
so I paid my debt. I don't know if any of you guys know. I'm a car guy, so I bought a few car parts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've talked about your car.
Yeah, so I bought a few car parts. I'm gonna put that in pretty soon, hopefully. Plan to. Hopefully get that shit installed. Have my car looking hella nice. It's gonna be lowered. It's gonna be louder. Can't fucking wait.
What parts you got in mind for your next parts?
The only thing from what I already bought, only thing I gotta get is tires and wheels. And like any other like small things I want.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
So yeah, what I did, I literally had $200 on my credit card, which, whatever, I've had it for maybe a month or two because I'd recently paid everything off, and then what the fuck was it? I don't remember, but I did like a big purchase. It was like a $400 purchase. I actually don't know what the hell did I buy?
You know what you bought? $400, my guy.
Dude, I'm like, or maybe it was like 2 or 3 purchases that just added up to like 400. So like I've been slowly paying it back again, and then boom, that check hit. So I was like, you know what? I got $200 left. I might as well just pay it all off, which I did last night, and then I put the rest in my savings because I am still essential. So I luckily I have a fucking paycheck still. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll save that for a rainy day.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I blew my shit. I was like, oh, I'm getting a paycheck no matter what. And it was funny because like when I bought my shit, like the company tweeted out, they're like, don't worry, your stimulation parts are coming in soon for everybody that put in an order in the past 2 days. I was like, what a bitch. Yeah. I was like, what a bitch. How you know? How you know? Bro, those parts are expensive, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to put myself out there, but basically that whole check went into that one part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. Your car better be stunned next time I see that bitch.
It's going to be low. It's going to be low.
Yes, sir. We like
if
a
we
good
ain't
low ride.
scraping, we ain't fucking.
Is that a saying?
Yeah, it actually is.
I feel like it could be better. Like, if we ain't scraping, we ain't gaping them cheeks. You know what I'm saying? The fuck am I talking about? What the hell? Anywho, bro.
Yeah, man. As you guys can see on my bed, we have the Rust book. I got the Rust hat on. This is as much Rust as we're gonna get for this summer.
As of right now.
As of right now.
Because we got some bad news. Our trip to Atlanta that we've had planned since fucking what, January?
Wow, yeah.
December? I don't know when it was announced, but
bro, whenever the album, like, not even when the album dropped, whenever he said he's making an album,
January 30th, so it was the beginning of
when he said that he was gonna drop an album. We're making a trip no matter what.
Oh yeah, but the album was released on January 30th, and I'm pretty sure he announced the tour before then. So
he announced the tour like a whole month before.
Yeah,
so in like
it was
December,
like the beginning of January, we had these fucking plans.
We're gonna do the whole week trip, straight content, videos, skits, everything.
We had so much ideas going.
Postpone.
And it's out of our control, out of his control.
Yeah, I hold nothing
everything
against him.
Everything going on,
I hold absolutely nothing against him, but it just sucks because it's like I can't even go to him, even though I have so much time on my hand. Because one, we're both essential workers. And two, we both live with our grandparents, so we're not trying to put anybody at risk.
Facts.
So it's already too much. It's already a big risk that we both go to work almost every day and come back.
You never know what the fuck we're.
But luckily, it's almost it's kind of weird. It's like the atmosphere you live in, you're kind of immune to it. So like if I go over there, I can get sick easier because I'm literally like 2.5, 3 hours away from my house. Which the atmosphere could change, could be, more pollen or, more effectious or whatever the fuck that word is. And it's like, I can get sick and then come back here and it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, and even in general, like we were talking about, like we risk it going to work and shit, Anything could happen at work. I can come in contact with someone who was possibly in what is it, contaminated or whatever, and I could easily bring it home to my household. So it's like,
exactly.
It's just not worth it at the moment. Brandon came to town a few weeks ago. He asked if he could stay here, and I said, I would love to. I always have you over, but things are difficult right now, so I can't have you over. So
I put in with his parents.
No, I believe he actually rented a hotel.
What's wrong with his parents?
His mom lives in Georgia, and his dad lives pretty far. But I'm sure he probably had the intent of like doing something with Sky and I, so that's why he wanted to. Because his dad lives like an hour and a half away or something like that.
Mm.
And so no, not even that far, like maybe 45 minutes. But I'm sure he probably wanted to do something, but we were like, there ain't nothing to do. No restaurants are open. Like we can't even go get
I
food.
would have just gone to
Uh,
my dad's house at that point. That's just me though.
yeah, but it is what it is.
It
So
is what
yeah,
it is.
I'm pretty sure he got a hotel.
I got a question for you, and anybody that watches this. What has your city, your community have done to restrict overpopulation at a certain place, like a park or like a
Oh,
pool?
okay, yeah, that's literally what I was gonna bring up.
Like,
So it was before it was announced that everyone needs to be locked down or whatever,
mm,
um, that we Sky and I, we like to play baseball. We'll go to the park, we'll throw, we'll hit, we'll, do anything like really stay active. And so, trying to think of what day it was. I don't remember. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we went to the park we usually go to. It was closed down. Had signs, due to blah blah blah. This park is now closed. So we were like, okay. Went to the next park. Same thing. All closed. Went to the third park. Park is closed. And then this one, they even had padlocks on all the gates and shit. So it was like all the baseball fields are closed. So we
shit.
finally looked it up online, and yeah, they said that Lee County has closed all of its parks and recreation for the time being. So we were like, fuck, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? So yeah, so like that's all being closed down. All restaurants for the most part, I'm sure it's probably everywhere, but all restaurants are only doing curbside if they're even
Hmm.
open. Um, I actually went to Moe's today, and they're still allowing people in, but you just can't eat there. Which, I
Yeah,
mean,
Dunkin' Donuts is like that. Some Dunkin' Donuts you're allowed to go in, but it's only takeout.
mhm.
McDonald's is the
Yeah,
same way.
they're only doing takeout and shit. Like all the seatings are unavailable and whatnot. So, I mean, I know that's one main thing that's going on. Uh, Big news since last episode. We had our special guest Skylar. He was unfortunately unemployed at the time. At the time, I say, because he got a job. Boom, boy, he is
Yeah?
now essential. Yes, sir.
Where does
He
he
is
work?
going to be delivering pizzas for Domino's.
Nice. My man's
Yeah,
fucking bringing in money now.
this man is essential now, boy. So I'm sure he's happy to start. He said he has to just get his background check figured out and shit. So they're working on that.
So, like, when you're talking about the parks and they're locked down, it's almost the same way here. Like, the whole park is locked. Like, a lot of
Hmm.
parks where I live, we don't have, like, just baseball fields. We don't have just soccer fields. It's like a whole fucking park. So, the parks are locked down, but, obviously where I live, we're a little bit, mischievous and shit. So, we don't follow the fucking shit. So, we jump fences and all that stuff to go play basketball. Basketball is like a big sport where I live. Everybody plays ball.
Hmm.
So what they did where I live was if they took the hoops off the basket.
Like they unscrewed the hoop off the backboard.
Yeah. So almost every park has no hoops. And if they couldn't unscrew it, they put chains over it.
Hmm.
So you literally cannot play.
That's funny. So what do you guys? It's like you're shooting. Oh, that would have went in, bro. Count it. That would have went in.
Right? It's like and it sucks because it's like people who play, they understand like when you go outside, 4 or 5 hours can go by like that. You don't even know because one, you're being active, you're exercising, and you're having fun.
Mhm.
And like it's like they don't even want us to do that.
Yeah, I know. It's taken away a lot of like activities and being outside and shit. Uh, it's funny. My uncle, he lives in New York, and he's like a big like supporter of staying inside. Like, stay the fuck home, and
Mm.
then it'll be over with sooner or whatever. So like, he's always sharing like memes and stuff. So he shared one of that. It was so funny. It was like 2 months ago. The doctor, you should be exercising because you need it or whatever. and no one was exercising at the time. And now doctors are saying, all right, stay inside, blah blah blah, and everyone's outside walking, exercising, trying to do everything
Bro,
or
there's
whatever.
nothing else to do.
That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, everyone's bored of being inside. Like they got to go for a walk and whatever.
And it's like it's so dumbfounding. Like I agree, if everybody stays inside, it would be done quicker. But it's like I guess we're gonna change the topic. We're gonna talk about crazy stories that happened within the 2 weeks of quarantine. Monday, Target and almost every other store, you're required to wear a mask to enter the store. So everybody has to wear a mask, even employees.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a thing here.
Yeah, I don't care about your people that much.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so even every store, so Home Depot, Publix, Walmart, Post Office, you need to have a mask. And it doesn't matter what type of mask. If you even fucking tie a shirt around your face, I'll be fine. You just
Yeah, I was about
have
to
to
say
have.
because I know there was like a short like stock or quantity of them. Like
Yeah,
I
so
know.
anything works. You just have to
Okay.
have your face. I mean, your mouth and your nose covered. So I mean, you're not like protected, but you can slightly stop the spread because you're not like fucking
Mhm,
breathing on everything.
everywhere. Yeah.
And so I don't know about like your Target. I think only has one entrance.
Correct. Yeah.
My Target, unfortunately, they have two.
Mm-hmm.
So we closed down one of our entrances because I don't know if you know, but the quantity limit allowed of people inside the store is only 500, and that's including.
Oh, ours is 3. Ours is like 3, like 80, I think.
But I don't think yours is including employees.
No,
'Cause-
not including.
Yeah, 500 including employees.
Hmm.
So, one thing, I don't think we ever would hit that number because that's a lot of fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
And then, two, so we closed down one of our sides of our Target, and so they can only enter through one way. So, we can keep count, all that shit. And so basically, it's like people are forcibly opening the other doors to come in, and it's like, yo, you cannot go in this way. He goes, yeah, well, I parked right here, and I was like, well, I don't fucking care.
Get the fuck out of here.
You cannot go this way. And they're like, well, that's dumb. That's a fire. That's like a hazard, a fire hazard. I'm like, it's not locked, so it's not a hazard. It's just closed. You're just not allowed to come in and out this way. Well, this is stupid. I was like, you guys are stupid. You guys got mad at us for not doing anything for the quarantine, for protecting anybody with the coronavirus. And now that we're going all out, you guys are mad because it's affecting you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like,
bro, people's fucking annoying.
and it pisses me off because they just keep doing it. And I'm like, yo, can we do something? Bro, we have signs covering the doors, and they just put the signs, like actual like signs that sit on the floor in front of the doors, and they just go over the signs. I'm just like, yo, there's like, we got to do something. Like,
I was at Publix today, and
Mhm.
they I was walking around, and they did something that's actually like a super good idea. Like I'm surprised most stores aren't doing it. So like, they have like arrows pointing what direction like you can walk through. So like you can only go this way on the aisle. You can't come back this way, and like it'll have an arrow facing that way, and then at the end there's also an arrow facing that way, and then it's like an X facing this way or
That means
whatever.
you
You know
gotta
what I'm saying?
stop.
So it's kind of like the parking lots where it's like one way.
Mhm.
So it's basically like that with the aisles. So like it's basically so people don't intersect each other when they're going down the aisle. So you only have like going one way down the aisle.
Did your Target get the plexiglass?
So I haven't worked in 2 days, but Monday they put it up the service desk. That's the only plexiglass there was on as of Monday. Is that a fucking guitar?
No, that was my freaking thing.
Oh, is that this?
My Boomer. Yeah.
Yeah, but that sound like a guitar. I'm like, what the hell? That's a guitar.
No, yeah.
And
So a lot of places, they're putting up this plexiglass to
Mhm.
to protect it, but for anybody listening, don't be this person where you reach over or reach through the plexiglass to get something.
Mhm.
like it bothers me because like our thing we have cut out for the pen pad, and people will reach over and be like, "Oh, I don't want a bag," and take it out the bag. It's like you can just ask me.
Yeah, bro. Like, just keep your grimy hand, bro. Okay, that reminds me. So I heard the stupidest thing. Uh, so, dude, it's so fucking stupid. Okay, so there was a cashier. She was bagging up this lady's shit, whatever. And then so she got to like this glass pan or whatever. So you have
Mm.
the paper or whatever. You can wrap it in to keep it protected and whatnot. So the lady, she started helping her wrap it up, and I guess I don't know. I wasn't listening, or I was listening, I wasn't watching. So I overheard her say, "Oh, I'm sorry for touching you, but don't worry, I have my gloves on. I didn't touch you with my hands." And that just automatically sparked like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like, just because you're wearing gloves doesn't mean the gloves are like this antibacterial magical force field. Like anything
I'd
you
rather
touch,
you touch me with your hand after taking off your
yeah,
glove.
exactly. So it's like anything you touched with that glove
It's
is
on the
on that
glove.
glove. It's not a magical force field where you could just fucking it disintegrates all germs. And I don't think people are realizing that. Like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no.
know.
You're right. You're right. Because
And,
I don't
and,
know
and people
if I brought this
people
up.
are doing so much cross contamination because of that. Like there's people, they'll be wearing their gloves, they're touching all this stuff, all this stuff, all this stuff. Then they reach in their pocket, they take out their phone. Well, now, bitch, your phone's contaminated. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go home, take your gloves off, and go on your phone.
No, that's the thing. It's like you're 100% right, and like anybody that's listening to this, don't be this person, especially males. It goes out to all the guys and the males. I don't really know about females because I can't go into a female restroom. But all the males is I was at work. I went to go use the restroom, and this guy he was in there. He was taking a leak, and he had gloves on, whatever. So he finishes, you know, he's walking to the sink. He realizes he has gloves on. He doesn't want to get them wet, so he just walks out. Bro, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
Take your glove off. You literally just touch your dick with your glove.
bro, I said this as a joke the other day at work to one of my male coworkers. I was like, "Yo, ain't it crazy that we gotta wash our hands before touching our dingaling and after touching our dingaling now? Like it was just after, but now
I
we
mean,
gotta do it beforehand."
at work, if I use the rest of my work, I wash before. Just because I'm touching so much shit, like it's like
Yeah.
let me wash my shit. Obviously doing like the pee pee dance, washing my hand, like oh fuck, come on.
Yeah, that's right. Oh shit, dude.
Nah, dude, and it pisses me off, bro. It's like you're part of the fucking problem. Like,
Mhm.
yo, take your shit off, take your piss, wash your hands, and put your gloves back on.
Yo, and I ain't gonna call out my coworker. Like I'm not gonna mention names or whatnot. But I had a coworker. He always wears gloves,
Mhm.
and it's cool, And he goes, "Hey, Alex, you know what I've been doing a lot of lately?" And he took his hand and, with gloves on, put a pump of hand sanitizer and started washing. And I'm like, "Bruh, the fuck's the point in that? You might as well just not wear gloves if you're gonna sanitize, Like,
Bro, there's this
it's
chick
the
at my
equivalence of
job.
not even wearing."
There's a chick at my job. She does it all the time, bro. She'll wash her gloves, eat her lunch, wash her gloves, then put hand sanitizer on the glove. Bitch, what are you doing?
It's like
What
either
are
just
you
not-
doing? If you
either
have,
not wear gloves.
if you're gonna wear gloves, do not touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking touch anything. And it's like it's all over social media that you're being made fun of. And you know what's the other thing that blows my fucking mind, bro? Is when they wear their mask and when they get in their car, they hang it on their mirror and then their AC vents blowing it. You're fucking inhaling anything that you just tried blocking off.
Mm-hmm.
Because your AC's blowing it in your face now. And it is the same thing as those people who are the only ones that it's like me. I'm the only one that's ever in my car. No one else drives my car or nothing. There's people who drive their car, get out, do whatever shopping they have to come do, and before they get back in, wipe everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you're the only fucking person to touch it.
Exactly.
It fucking aggravates me, my guy. Like, aggravates me.
Yeah, people are absolutely stupid when it comes to hygiene and sanitation and shit. It's like, oh my gosh.
Like, I'm not gonna get into like any politicians or anything because this is not what we do. But apparently, some person was telling me, one of his buddies is like, he's in the military and he's stationed in China, and you know they've been on that lockdown. They got released like last week,
Yeah.
so they're kind of
Yeah.
they're kind of free from lockdown. They were saying, I was like, how can you like stop someone though? Like you can never tell who's like not following the rules if you don't get caught. And apparently what he was saying was that they were putting up like very strong facial recognition cameras everywhere
Wow.
throughout the city during the lockdown. So he's like, in a theory, you know, it's possible that that's exactly what America's trying to do.
So okay, so what exactly is the point of the facial recognition in this case?
Just, you got cameras. Like, we have cameras now. But if you run through the camera and they can't really get a good picture of you, and it's just like a blur, they have to go by what they see. But if you get like a facial recognition camera that's connected to some type of system already, it will pick you up anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get that, but like, why are they using facial recognition?
Bro, just so that they can fucking do whatever they have to do. You know, the government has their secrets. Who knows what they're trying to do?
I mean, I guess one thing that could be useful in that case is like, so, okay, you know how you're only technically allowed out to go to do essential shit, right? So I guess that could kind of monitor where you're going. You know, if they recognize your face, like, oh, we caught him at this location, and then now he's over at this location. I mean, I guess that's like the only thing.
Like I said, it's possible that's not true. It's a theory, you know. Like, I don't listen to what everybody says. It's just a theory. The thing that gets me was I'm kind of going back a topic about work and working at Target. I know you know because we worked at the same Target before. On Halloween's, you're allowed to wear your costume in store. You just can't wait.
Like, as a guest, right?
As a guest, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell? Did I not work on Halloween or something?
No, as guests, when a guest comes in, they're allowed to wear their costume, but they're not allowed to have face paint or a mask on.
Yeah, exactly.
Last week when I was working, some guy came in with a whole fucking paintball mask. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, am I supposed to tell him to take it off? Like, you're required to wear a mask, but am I supposed to tell him to take it off because it's covering his whole face?
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
So I called my LOD and I was like, yo, I know, stupid question, my guy. You know, I know we close in like 15 minutes, but stupid question. On Halloween, I know we're not allowed to wear a mask at work. Guests are not allowed to wear the mask at work, but they can wear their costume. Now that there's a predicament where masks are required, are we still not allowing them to wear full masks? Or what? And he's like, I don't know.
Like, bitch, you're supposed to know.
I was like, bet. So I didn't stop him. I just let him be. I was like, all right, dope, bro. Have a good night.
You tell the LOD about it?
Yeah, I told the LOD. That's what I was asking the question about.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go talk.
Oh.
He's like, tomorrow I'm going to see if I can talk to the STL. And I was like, please? Because, like, I have no fucking idea what you want me to do, my guy. Like, should I stop him? I don't know, man. It's like so many fucking things are contradicting themselves. There's not much you could do.
Times are tough, bro. It's weird.
Times
But
are
yeah,
hella
like I've seen like people wear like the full-on gas mask with like the things on the side, and it's like, yo, what the hell, bro? Just get a little handkerchief. That'll good enough.
First of all, that's overkill. Second of all, where do you get that?
Yeah, for real, bro. Look like someone off the Division.
I never played the game.
It was good. The Division 2 was good.
No, yeah. So it's like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck, like, and I'm I'm pretty sure anybody watching this that has a beard, they know those masks fucking suck, bro. They make your beard itchy. They
Mhm.
make your lips feel like pasty because you feel like you're sweating. And he's like, bro, they fucking suck.
Bro, I don't even have a beard, and I know that wearing a mask sucks. Like, it gets so hot in there.
You
then when you're
smell
breathing
your
out-
own breath, bro. It's like, I'm
Mhm.
aware my fucking breath is hot as fuck now. Like, holy shit.
It's a reality check to some people. It's like, damn, that's what my breath be smelling like.
Like, damn, I'd be whispering in girls' ears like this.
Yeah, the other day when I was wearing a mask, I went on
Mhm.
break and I don't remember what I ate, but I came back from break, put my mask, a new mask on, and I'm like, oh fuck no! I went and bought some gum. I'm like, something's got to change before I put this mask back on.
I
Like,
usually
hell
chew
nah.
gum, bro, but like I said, I had the mask in my beard, and like I'm chewing, and all I have is this mask fucking scratching my beard. Now my beard's itchy, but I can't scratch it in front of a guest because I'm touching my face. And they go, oh my god, and they're like, oh fucking hey, shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, that actually reminds me, bro. There was this one day like we were super busy with drive ups and shit, and
Mm.
there was a girl in front of me. She took care of a few people, so I'm walking out taking care of the next few people. Bruh, the lady opens her car up. Hey, I just want to tell you, your coworker right there, she just like wiped her nose, and it was totally disgusting. Like, are you kidding me? Can you please say something about that? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why she did it, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'll make sure it's told. Bro, guess what? I didn't tell no one. I didn't even tell her. Like, bro, stop complaining.
Bro, you're such a snitch.
like, and it's so natural. Like, I'll be at work
Bro,
and like
sometimes
booming
you
in.
gotta
Oh,
cough.
fuck. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Bro, and it's so crazy you cannot cough. Like, I was talking one day and I fucking almost died on my saliva. And I was trying to hold in my cough because there's so many people around, but I'm like, bro, I'm dying, dude. Bro, you swallow your saliva wrong. You can swallow a piece of gum and cough.
mhm.
You can
No,
just have an
yeah,
itchy throat and cough.
exactly, bro. There's so many, and then people look at you. You got the wrong. What the fuck?
Like now, I just sneezed, but it's like I'm not sick. It's just there's probably dust on my desk that I have to clean,
hmm
and it's like it
Yeah,
makes
no,
me.
exactly.
And you know what's crazy is when you work drive ups and like you go in from inside and you go right outside, the sun makes you sneeze. So it's like one.
The sun's never made me.
All right, when you go one day, if you're inside for like 6 or 7 hours, step outside and look look at the sun. It'll make you want to sneeze.
Is that statistically proven, or is that just a Chapo hypothesis?
I mean, someone told me I tried it one day and it happened. I was like, yo, you fucking blew my mind, my guy.
What kind of photosynthesis shit is this?
I don't know. It happened, and I was like, all right, listen, I don't fucking sneeze a lot, but it just, I fucking went outside. I looked at the sun, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, so like, anytime like I go outside for the first time, I get ready to sneeze.
hmm
And then it's so hot outside, bro, and I'm like, I just take my mask off for a second. I'm just like, fuck. And I guess
Yeah.
they look at me like, bitch, you go outside. See how you
Mhm.
fucking like it.
Yeah, so Monday was actually the first day like they started providing face masks at Target and shit. So like I haven't, and then on Monday when I did work, it was only like a 4 hour cleaning the store shift. So of course I wore gloves and a mask and shit. So
Mm. I
tomorrow is gonna be-
have gloves in that drawer right there. Ain't
Mhm.
nobody fucking know. I use it to clean my bathroom and to do work on my car.
yeah, so tomorrow is gonna be my first day doing carts with like a face mask and shit.
It's gonna suck.
So as of right now, my game plan is like when I'm outside to like have it dangling, like not wear it, because I'm not coming close to people when I'm outside grabbing carts. But like when I go inside, that's when I plan on like putting that bitch on real quick, like
That's
right
why-
before I walk in.
That's why
So I think that might be the game plan, and because it's gonna be hot as fuck.
you know that
hot as fuck.
sleeve I usually wear.
Yeah.
I'm wearing that shit to work now. They're like, oh yeah, that you can wear that. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. It's simple. Put it on when I'm walking. Take it off as soon as I get in the back and I'm packing shit. Cause I'm in online,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's like
Uh-huh.
I'm in the back packing shit. Like ain't nobody gonna see me.
Mm-hmm.
That's an instant
Exactly.
takeoff.
Yeah, for real. And you trust your coworkers. You hope they ain't got that shit. So
Even if they did, bro, The fucking stations are more than 6 feet apart.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
We going down together.
don't cough on me. Don't sneeze on me. You won't catch his right hook.
For real. But yeah, bro, this shit's fucking.
Yeah, bro. Corona's taking over, dude. It's pretty wild.
Ain't it, bro?
I'm just happy I don't work guest services April 17th.
They actually, I don't know if they extended it for you, but ours is now like the 26th. Like they moved it.
Nah. I told everybody, he's like, they're going to extend it. And they're like, you think so? I'm like, they're going to do exactly what they did just when we got it. We got it on the 23rd. They gave it to us the night of the 22nd. Right after we closed, right before we left, they're like, oh, here. This just came in the email. It's effectively the 23rd. It's like, that sucks. We didn't even give people a fucking warning.
Yeah, we got ours 3 days in advance.
No, we didn't. We got ours the night of. So this thing that's going to push it, it's going to be the same thing, bro. We're going to get it the night of.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like they extended it to like the 26th, I believe.
The Walmarts where I live, they extended it to the May 1st.
Okay, so this is like this would be my idea for the everything, because people right now, most people are in like a time of where they need money, they're unemployed or whatever, so some people need to return some of this shit. So what I
felt
feel
bad
like
for
I would
some
do,
lady.
oh dude, like it's bad. So like,
But go ahead, I'll finish the story.
hold that story. So like my game plan would kind of be okay, so the 16th would come, or whatever the day it was supposed to be. The 16th comes around for 2 days, and 2 days only. You bring your returns back, we return it, and then we go back to not returning. So that way it gives opportunity for people to get their money back, but then it also
Restricts how much stuff we take back from people's houses.
Exactly, because if you think about it, like, there's gonna be so much shit getting returned, and who the fuck knows where that shit has been. So like,
I think anything that gets returned has to get defected out.
Oh, then that's the thing. Like, what's gonna happen with all the stuff that gets returned? I'm assuming they're just gonna quarantine all the stuff. Like, I don't know if your store is doing that, but like, any return that we absolutely have to, like, if it's an emergency, like, but we get like a team lead approval, like, we put it into the fitting room for 3 days because the fitting rooms are off limits. So we put it in the fitting room for 3 days, and that's technically like a quarantine station. And then they just sit there because I guess that's like how long the virus is supposed to last or something like that.
No, we don't take shit back. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, like that's how I am. Like the few shifts I've worked at the service desk, and of course there was one day like my team lead comes out to me, Alex. There's this guest that's gonna be coming, and she's gonna come return a soap, and I'm like, why? And she's like, because I said she was allowed to. I said, why? Like why?
Why are you bending the rules? Like, just
that's what I'm
stick with it. It's corporate. It's not store. It's corporate.
And
let
so
them take it up to corporate.
Well, she literally just left the store.
Even worse, bro. We say no to people.
Ago.
We say no to people who just came off the register. If you left the store, that's an instant fucking no. If you just came off the register, we will argue with you a little bit. Be like, listen, I know, we're sorry. Nah. We'll call LODs and stuff. If it left the store, it's an instant no. What the fuck? Hell no.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I'm like, the second it leaves the store, we're not allowed to return it. But so the team lead she talked to the lady, and she was like, well, she just left. She accidentally got the wrong one, so we're gonna honor a return right now and an exchange. So just quarantine. And I'm like, so after the fact, like, Christina, you know me, I love putting my foot down, and like this whole saying no to returns and stuff, I've loved this. And you literally just made me return my first item. Like, I'm not okay with that. Like, the rule is set for a reason. Like, and this is me talking to my team lead about this. I'm like, the rules are set for a reason. Like, stop bending the rules to be the nice guy. Like,
bro, you can. No. There's no nice guy in this situation. You just have to be nice.
Yeah. So I was like so pissed off. I'm like, wow, I just fucking returned an item, and like I've been gloating how much I've been such an asshole. Like I'm always the one putting my foot down to everything, and oh my gosh. So and then the other night, actually, you know what? Tell your story real quick about the feeling bad for a lady, and then I'll get back to my story.
Oh, you want me to tell mine?
Yeah, and then I'll get back to mine because mine's going off topic, so might as well stay on topic.
So basically, what happened with mine's is some lady called. Now, obviously, they always fucking call. Hey, this is guest services, and I was like, yes, this is guest services. listen. It's like, I'm fucking listening. She's like, I just lost my job because of the quarantine thing. I bought this iPad. I don't really need it. I just bought it because it was nice to have. But like I said, I just lost my job and I just really need this money. It's like $800. And I was like, ma'am, we're not taking any returns back. She's like, I know, but I need this money. I got to feed my family and stuff. I'm like, unfortunately, ma'am, we cannot take it back. Like, you can come back on the 17th and do the return then. Yeah, but are you guys going to extend it? And I was like, unfortunately, I cannot tell you that. I don't know myself. Like, that's all up to corporate. Corporate makes the rules. Apparently, they did. They're extending it to the 26th. Your store is nicer than mine. So I'm just like, I can't do nothing for you. She's like, "Ugh, my family's gonna starve," and I was like, Target's hiring. Bro, she got pissed, and I was like,
Shut up! You didn't fucking.
yeah. I was like, well, Target's hiring, you know. Bro, half of the fucking people that we have that we just hired, I was like, how long is your contract? They're like, oh, 6 months, but I probably will leave beforehand if my job picks back up. I'm like, all these people, they have jobs to go to. It's just they're closed right now. So they're actual seasonal. They're not fucking people looking to work. And it's like, thank you for being smart, not being the ones to complain on social media about losing your job and having no money. Instead, you went straight into looking for another one.
Yeah, no,
You're
exactly,
fucking
like,
smart. Like, I fuck with
you were
people like
determined
that.
to work to get money. You didn't
Bro,
rely on the government.
Bills don't stop. People need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time to bitch and complain, bro. Go find your fucking job. So many places are hiring right now.
I had a phone call like that too. Like, oh, I could really use the money. Blah blah blah. I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry, we can't do the return once it's left the store as of right now, as of whenever the day was. I was like, we can't return it. And dude, my favorite is like, someone will be sitting there waiting, and then I'll be like, all right, you need help? Yeah, can I return? I would like to return this, and I do the whole spiel like, sorry, you can't return this, blah blah. Well, how about if I just bought it yesterday? Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, let me excuse that. Because you bought it yesterday and yesterday only, let me return it for you. Like, no, I'm not going to fucking return it. Like, I'm not going to give you an exception. Like, no, dude, there was this one guy. Oh, I was about to punch him in his face. So he comes up. I was like, yo, you wanted to return? Because obviously he wanted to return. And he's like, yeah. And so I was like, I gave him the whole spiel. Sorry, we can't return it, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh, well, there's another pair that I want. I was like, oh, well, if you want, feel free to go ahead, grab it. And then when the time comes, you can. He goes, let me finish. I said, and then so he says, I came here yesterday. Your fitting rooms are closed, so I couldn't try it on. So I bought it. I took it home and tried it on. It didn't fit. So here I am wanting to return it and get my money back or exchange it for another pair. And I said, nope. Well, unfortunately, I can't do either of those. Like, you can hold on to it, come back this day. We'd be more than happy to give you your fucking money back. And you just rebuy the new item.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so inconvenient for me. Like, yeah, it's inconvenient for me too. Like, I would love to return it for you, so you wouldn't give me this fucking attitude. I didn't say that, but that's like, I would love to return it for you, but I just can't.
I say everything. Bro, this lady came up to me. She goes, can I return this? And I was like, unfortunately, we're not doing any returns. They're suspended until the 16th. So after the 16th, if you come in, we can definitely do the return for you. How about an exchange? And I was like, what you mean, like an exchange? Yeah, like, can I just change the size? I was like, oh, so you just want to go get a new size and, swap them out? They're like, yeah. And I'll be like, well, here on this paper, it says I can't do an exchange or a return. So unfortunately not. Bro, they get so fucking mad. Bro, I'm the dick about it, bro. I'm such a dick about it.
I'm a dick, but you're a cocksucker.
Bro, I'm such a... It boosts my ego up so much just to see these people
it really does.
Be destroyed.
Enough, it does.
And then when they call the manager's like, no. It's like, get out my face. My best thing is, like, I'm not a manager at my store, but I can close the registers and shit. And there'll be times where I'll come up to get services for like 2 seconds to get a walkie or like an RFID gun, and I'll hear like a guest and one of the team members arguing because I want to see a manager. My team member would look around and be like, "Ha, manager," and call me over. And I just come over and I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "I want to return this." I'll be like, "Oh, we're not doing any returns." And they're like, "Ah," and they walk away, and they're like, "Thanks." And I was like, "Got you."
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. No cap. There'll be times where they'll be like, "Oh, let me see a manager." I'll be like, "Yo, yeah,
I am the manager.
I'm a front end team lead. Like, I kid you not, like I do it." And they'll be like, "Okay, well then, get me someone who's higher than you." So then that's when I get my actual team lead. I'll be like, "Yo, listen, I tried playing it off like I was a team lead, and they know that, like some of them know that I do it." And then I was like, "Yeah, I tried playing it off and shit, but." They wanted someone above me, so now y'all now you gotta come clean this up. But like, I mean, most of the time, like majority of the time, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, well, the blah blah blah," and I'm like, and normally when I work the service desk, like I kind of dress the part, like I dress nicer than I would like if I was just cashiering, because if you look the part, people are gonna believe it more.
Yeah, if you have like a polo on, tuck it in. And
exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what I do. So, so most of the time they'll believe it and whatnot, and then they'll go for it, and then, so yeah. I'm like, I try and play it off.
Bro, I do that shit all the time. Can I speak to the manager? I'll be like, unfortunately, I am the manager tonight. They'll be like, I want the store manager. And I was like, see, she works in the morning. So, I mean, if you want, you can come back tomorrow morning. And, you can try to talk. What's her name? Ashley. Ashley's her name. I'll be back. And I'm like, hope to see you. They don't fucking come back. Bro, there'll be times where, like, someone will call and I'll pick it up and be like, hello? And they'll be like, can I speak to the LOD or the store manager? But yeah, give me a second. I was like, LOD, come in, LOD. LOD. STR Ashley. Hello. And no one respond. I'm like, I'm not going to chase this bitch. Hello? Yes. And I was like, I'd be like, unfortunately, the store manager is in a meeting right now. So if you want, call back in about like 15, 20 minutes. She should be out, but unfortunately she can't take any calls right now. Would you like to leave a message I can give to her? Or you can just call back. Oh, I'll call back. I'm like, okay, good. All right, guys, I'm going to leave for today. I'll clock out and go home. Be like, it's not my problem anymore. Like, one of my friends, like, he's actually one of my good friends, but he's also one of my coworkers. He looks at me and he goes, I'm going to fucking use that one day. Like, bro, that's fucking smart. I'm like, bro, there's just times I don't have time to deal with people's bullshit. Like,
no, exactly.
Like,
bro, you want to hear? I didn't get in trouble, but like I got a talking to. What the hell? A Steam fucking update just popped up on my screen. Let me cancel that. So I was working the service desk, and you know how at Waterford we were always like, we can't ring you up, blah blah blah. This is for, if you look up, exchanges and returns only.
I do that. I do that here now. With this whole thing going on, we're like, guest services is technically closed, so we don't have anybody.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. So the other day, some guy, he was disabled. I don't know. He was on a scooter, right? He comes up. I go, hey, can I help you something? Yeah, I would like to check out. I was like, you picking up anything, or are you just checking out? And he goes, no, I just want to check out. I said, well, unfortunately, like I can't be checking you out here. Like you got to go over the registers. Those are for checkout. He goes, well, I check out here all the time. And I was like, unfortunately, times are different where I got to prioritize like order pickups and stuff. He goes, blah, 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 blah. And then so I guess he ended up like reporting me to someone. So like my team lead was like asking around, like, who was it that said that they can't ring up people here? And I was like, me? Like, bitch, I was the one who said that shit. And they're like, well, we can't be saying that. Like, you still got to ring them up here. And I'm like, that ain't my job.
Well,
like,
you come do the fucking drive up then, bitch.
Oh, so that actually just reminded me of something. Okay, so everything going on, people don't want to come in store, right? So there'll be people who accidentally will order an order pickup.
Oh, it gives me a fucking headache.
and they'll come to the drive up and they'll call me like, hey, I'm waiting for my drive up and no one's came out. And so I'll be like, oh, what's your last name? I'll look it up. Oh, well, unfortunately, you got an online pickup. You got to come to store, blah, blah, blah. Well, there'll be times where my team lead will pick it up. I'm like, oh, yeah, we could take it out. Hey, Alex, can you take this out?
Can you go take this out? I'll be like, you bitch. Like,
so I'll be like, so this is literally what I say. I say, is it a drive up or an online pickup? It's an online pickup. Tell them to come in store. I was like, I'm not taking it out. If you want to go take it out, you can go take it out, but I don't do special treatments. Like, you can go do it. I'm like, I'm like, I don't give special treatments, especially when we already have 6 drive ups already coming. Like, I gotta prioritize the drive ups. Like, I ain't got time to be doing that shit. Fuck.
Bro, that'd be happening. I'll go to like a drive up, drop off a drive up, and they'll put their warning. Hey, hey, hey. I'm like, yeah, how can I help you? We're waiting for our order. I was like, is it a drive up or a pickup? And they'll be like, I don't know. I was like, do you order it through your phone? They're like, no. I was like, unfortunately, it's a pickup. You have to come inside the store. Oh, you guys can't bring it out for me? I was like, give me like 2 minutes. I can see if someone can bring it out to you. Unfortunately, like, we're really busy. Give me like 2 minutes. If you don't see me come out in 2 minutes, just come inside the store. It'll be your best bet. Probably don't go back out there. Fuck, get out of here.
Nah. I always tell them, I'm like, you just gotta go in. So I play it off. I'm like, oh, so you ordered this as an in-store pickup. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go inside the store. You're gonna go right up to the service desk, and it's gonna say exchange of returns. That's where you go for pickup. Like, I don't even give them the chance to be like, oh, you can't take it out. But there will be times like, oh, can you take it out? I'm like, oh, unfortunately, like my job is to prioritize drive ups. So unfortunately, since you didn't do it as a drive up, I can't be taking it out.
I tell him, I was like, download the app, and he goes, I don't want the app. Like, you don't, then you're not getting drive up, bro. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, you cannot continuously call and be like, hey, I did an order pickup, bring it outside, please. Like, that's not how it fucking works.
No, it isn't how it works, bro. And then so my new level of like pettiness, kinda.
Oh,
is,
it's to the fucking ceiling, my guy.
So you know what I do now is like, when you go out there and there's like the people who are just fucking absolutely lazy, like they pull up, oh, can you put it in my backseat, blah, blah, blah. So my new thing is I've been telling people, I'll be like, oh, unfortunately I'm not allowed to touch your door handle, or unfortunately I'm not allowed to touch your trunk, so I just need you to come out here, open the trunk, and then close it. So I make them get out their car to do this shit.
I don't. So, I put their shit away, bro. I've been taking them tips left and right now.
Oh, bro.
They be like, I'll be putting something in someone's truck bed, and they'll be like, hey, can you lift up that cooler? It's like, yeah, sure. I'll fucking $5 bill there, and he goes, they'd be like, I'd be like, in my pocket. This one girl did it. She was like, she was like, hey, I was out there and she was out there. We were both doing drive ups. She was like, hey, can I take a tip? And I was like, bitch, it's hot as fuck out here. Take that shit.
Yeah, no, people in like other departments like style, they'll be like, hey, are you allowed to take tips out there? Like, I'm just wondering, like, you guys work hard. Do you take tips if you're allowed? So I look around, I hit one of these maneuvers. I'm like, listen, they tell us we're not allowed to take tips.
But if you ain't out there, you don't know
what
how
they
it
don't,
feels.
what they don't see, they don't know. So I'm like, you damn right, I take tips. I was like, yesterday alone, I made $25. They're like, oh, well, good for you.
Hell yeah, bitch! It's fucking hot as shit outside, bro. Like, what the fuck? How about you come out here? And bro, and it's worse because your store, they allow you to wear shorts when you're doing drive up. We still have to wear fucking jeans. But fucking hot as fuck, bro. And our drive up's in the middle of the fucking parking lot. It's not like right there, so we have to walk that fucking mile to that spot.
Hell no.
Oh, bro, it pisses me off so much. And then I hate when I come in because you come in when it's busy and they're leaving, and then I get like 6 or 7 calls. Hey, they forgot it back. I'm like, motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, now I gotta clean this shit up.
Bro, it pisses me off so much.
Hey, did you see what off topic? But did you see what Waterford Lakes did to with their drive up?
Bro, fucking beautiful, my guy. Fucking beautiful.
The
traffic worse has it ever been, but it's a fucking beautiful system.
Yeah, you saw it's like that little drive-through area that's just randomly there.
Yeah, but you know how bad the fucking traffic's there now?
Oh yeah, you gotta wait for people to come out, and then it's only like one person pull in at a time, or 2 people can pull in at a time.
Well, they can run it down the line, but you can't back out and get out. You got to go through the whole system. So you can clear you can clear like 4 cars, but that fucking line is ridiculous, dude.
But they're finally doing something with that little area, because I literally, dude, bro, like, what was the point of them even building that?
Bro, that's for.
Well, yeah, we all suggested that. Like,
no,
when we
this
were
is for
there.
my store now, bro. We have a gardening section that's all caged up and locked up. I was like, hey, why don't we turn that into a fucking the drive-up parking, so it's easier. We can put racks out there.
Imagine the storage.
Put racks out there. Have all that shit there, and someone just constantly what they can do is someone pushes a cart in. That person can pull the cart, fucking put it away, and then they go pick. So the person's not picking and putting away. And then if a drive-up comes up, they're right there. They can just walk it out. Simple. No one's walking across the street in danger. Nothing. It's nice and easy. My manager's like, my STL was like, I don't like that idea. It's like, fuck you, bitch. Watch in 3 years that's gonna happen. And she's like, I had the greatest idea. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nah, someone fucking told you. Bro, and like imagine the amount of storage you could store in like the garden center, you know what I'm saying? Like compared to just behind the service desk. Cause I don't know about you, but our storage is shit. Like we ain't got no storage.
We got nothing.
Like we have like I mean we got so it goes A through M, so A B C D E F G H I J K L M. We have 13 like shelves itself with like, multiple shelves and whatever. But I mean, we imagine the amount you could store there with a fucking giant ass place like the garden center.
Bro, half of it. It's just half of it. Storage. The other half
because
parking spots.
Yeah, because like our fucking like our order pickups and shit, like they're all like there's 2 bags for 2 different orders like in one spot, and like if we had all this spot it would be one per, and like no one would be messing orders, no one would be accidentally grabbing the wrong bag and giving it to the wrong person,
I'm fucking insane, dude.
Efficiency.
And even if you fuck up, the walk is that big. You're not walking the mile. You're not stopping traffic. You're not bumping into guesses. You're not. Oh my god, bro, it's a beauty. It would be a fucking beautiful thing, bro. You can put like a number, like that lights up. So like when they pull in and park, the light will turn green, so you know where they are. If there's more than like 10 parking spots, you won't have guests that are assholes and just park there because they don't want to park far away.
Oh, I fucking hate them bitches, bro. And like when I'll be outside like grabbing carts and I see them go to their car, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go confront them. So I'll walk over and be like, yo, unfortunately this is for drive. I'll park. Oh, dude, there was this one time, there was this guy beat up like old fucking van. He goes to his car, so I walk over. I'm like, yo, just want to let you know this parking's for drive up only. Oh, well, I did drive up. I didn't walk here. I said,
I'll slap the fuck out of you.
Bro, I
Instantly,
said, okay. I said, okay, don't be smart. What it is for an online order that's called a drive up, not you driving up. He goes, oh, well, I didn't know that. I was like, okay, well, so I'm telling you now. So
get in
for
your
the
car,
future,
back the fuck up, and park somewhere else.
So I'm like, okay, so now for the future, please don't park here. Like, this isn't a parking spot. It's for drive up only. Okay, I'll remember that. I was like, yeah, you fucking asshole. Bro, he said, I did drive up. I didn't walk here. I'm like, this man walked around the store like, what should I say if they're going to confront me about it? I don't know.
He thought about that shit, too. He thought about that shit.
Exactly. He's like, drive up? Probably can't be parked here, so let me come up with something.
Bro, the other day, here's the best thing about Target during this situation. And I know it feels like it's only been a conversation between me and you. And this whole podcast but the podcast, like I said, is just a chill night, a catch up. So it's just us catching up. And if there was anybody in there or anybody watches later, put your comments down. Hopefully we can talk to you from there. But yeah, dude, like not the catch up. The craziest thing that happened yesterday, bro. I was setting end caps. So I got pulled from guest services to set end caps. Why? I don't know why. I don't think end caps is important right now. I think guest services is important, during those drive ups. But they pulled me from guest services and had me set end caps. Cool, whatever. I'm setting the end cap. I go on my meal. I come back. I had to go pick 2 more items for the end cap. I'm walking back there. I'm passing self checkout. One of my team members called me over and he goes, "Hey, her bill's not working. It's not accepting her bill." She goes, "Listen, I just need change for this 20 or a new 20. It's just not taking it." It's like, all right, give me 1 second. I check, I don't see any the dollar line, that little line in the dollar. I don't see it. So I was like, all right. So I run it through the little machine that we have. It failed one of them. So I was like, all right, sometimes they don't work. I go to another one. Failed. I go to another one. Failed. I go to another one. Failed. I was like, man, unfortunately, whoever gave you this, it's fake. And so I gave her money back and I walked away. And she comes up to me. She goes, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, Gino, Gino." And she was like, "You guys are fucking morons. If it didn't work at self-checkout, why would it work at any other machine?" It's like, you access for money. I have to make sure you're giving me real money before I give you real money. I'm not gonna take fake money for real money.
Yeah, you know, sure as hell that's what you trying to do.
It's like, why am I the fucking moron? Shit, I'm gonna call your corporate. It's like, fucking call corporate, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody fucking gonna get in trouble here. You're just gonna make yourself look fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there'll be like times where it's like, they'll be at self checkout. Oh, it's not taking this. Can I exchange it for a different bill? And so I'll be like, all right, give me a second. I'll take the little counterfeit pen. I'll test that bitch. And if it proves it, then I'm like, okay, well, we'll do it. But if it fails that bitch, I'm like, nah, you ain't getting no money from me, boy. You can go get your own money.
Bro, it's like,
But I
What
just got
the
it from the bank. Well, your bank just
Go
gave you
back
fake
to the
money,
fucking
boy.
bank
Yeah,
then.
exactly. I
Yeah.
remember, was it my first Black Friday or second one of the Black Fridays at Waterford. It was when we did like there was a person per self checkout. You remember that?
Yeah.
And so I was on one of the self checkouts and it wasn't taking his bill so I went and checked it and I was like, yeah, nah, this it's not real. And so he goes, there's no way. I just got this back from Walmart. Like Walmart just gave me this, and I'm like, well, then Walmart gave you a fake bill because it's not accepting it. So unfortunately, we can't accept it. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is Black Friday. I'm like, yeah, well, it ain't real. We can't take it. I don't care how you got it, but we're not accepting.
Bro, people be fucking ridiculous about this shit. Like, It's like, we're here to help you.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about your feelings if I'm gonna lose my job.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I come first before you all the time.
Bro,
No matter
all
what
the
it
fuck.
is.
And the lady was like, oh, this store's fucking stupid. Ain't nobody tried to help me since I got here. We give, like, you guys have ship shoppers, right?
Yeah.
So our target's trying to be nice and give the ship shoppers a mask because they have to wear masks to be in our store. So if you don't have one, we'll give you one. But it's only for employees and ship shoppers. We're not giving it to guests. And like this one guy, he came up to me prior to her and he goes, I heard you give masks to ship shoppers. I was like, yeah, if you're shopping. And he goes, well, I did a lot of shopping today, as you can see. And you can see I'm wearing a white beater as a mask. I don't have a mask. Can I get one? It's like, are you leaving? It's like, yeah. And I was like, then why you need one? It's like, I'm just saying, I'll like one, please. It's like, I guess. I mean, sure. The fuck? Like, why you need
Like
one if
what?
you're leaving? Like,
Yeah,
I looked at him like he was fucking retarded and he didn't like that. I was just like, okay. Like,
But the guy was a ship shopper.
he was a ship shopper, but he's leaving. And he was shopping for himself at the time.
I totally get it.
He wasn't shopping for ship. He was shopping for himself. So I was like, you're not a ship shopper right now. You're a guest. We don't give masks to guests.
Yeah, no, we don't do that for ship shoppers.
So, well, you guys are not required to wear the mask.
That's true.
So before him, this lady came and she needed a mask because she was a ship shopper. But she was ship shopping and buying her own stuff. So, you know, she tried using her fake money for her own stuff, which we said no to.
Oh,
And-
so she was a ship shopper.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if she was doing the same thing as the guy, but like she was a ship shopper. I don't know if she was buying for ship or she was doing whatever she was doing. Like buying her own shit. So at the time, we only had it in the our HR's manager's office. So we had to call the LOD to go unlock her door and grab one for them. We can't access it. So after her, so he was in the back helping UPS, you know, do orders. So we're like, unfortunately, you know, you just have to wait for the manager to come up. It took him like 10, 15 minutes. She got pissed about it.
Like,
I was
what?
like, no one can get it for you but him, and he's busy. Like, what you want us to do? So he
Stop
brought.
whatever we're doing just to help you.
We can't, bro. He has the keys. Like, I can't
I
take his
know.
keys. He's the manager of the night. Like, if he gives me his keys, he gets fired.
He loses his job.
And it's
that's
like,
an instant term. That's no warning. That's instant termination.
so it's like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, why are you mad? And so what he did is he put some in our change drawer so the GSTL can at least get it. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, but I was like, bro, this bitch got mad because she had to wait 15 minutes for a mask. Bitch, go get your own fucking mask.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, stop trying to
Make
smooch
sure
off
you
of
get
Target.
candy, man.
And then second, it's like, why are you mad that you have fake money? You mad that we didn't want to give you real money for your fake money? Like,
Mm-hmm.
now if it wasn't working and it was real, then yeah, no problem. We would have gave you the money. But you got mad that I tested your money. Of course I'm gonna fucking test it.
Yeah, no,
Self
exactly.
checkout tested it itself. If it doesn't accept it, it means it's fake.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
either
I'm,
fake or there's something wrong with
or
it.
there's something wrong. It's like it's ripped or something. So I'm gonna double check it. And if it's real, then I got you. I'm gonna give you change or whatever the fuck you need. But if it's fake, then bro, like, you gotta fucking take the L.
Exactly. Like, go wherever the fuck you got this. Go trace that back where you got it from and get a new bill.
So yeah,
I fucking understand.
that was fucking, bro. It blew my mind. I was like, this bitch literally just asked my name to call me a moron, bro. Like, I was laughing, bro. I was fucking laughing. I go to
They
my
got me fucked
I go
up
to
if
my
they told me
LOD
I'm
and I was
wrong.
just like, yo, this girl literally just asked for my name and didn't simply call me a moron right after. Like, I haven't been called a moron in a long time. So me and the guy, we're just laughing about it. We're like, "Pfft, if your shit's fake, your shit's fake.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing we could do about it.
Nothing we can do.
It is what it is.
But man, if you're down, I'm down.
Anywho, bro. Listen,
We
all
can-
I'm saying, I'm done with this debate, bro.
Me too. But I feel like we should relax a little bit. Grab some steak and shake, sit back, and relax.
Hell fucking yeah, but unfortunately we can't go in, so we gotta take that bitch to go. So
Hey, that's fine. A little bang.
As long as we getting that shit. Anywho, y'all. Today's topic was filled with
Just
personal opinions.
Yeah, just catching up, just a chill talk.
Yeah, it's filled with personal opinions. We don't mean to offend anyone, of
Not at
course,
all.
and if you were offended, obviously mind your own fucking business. It's right there in
Facts.
the title. So yeah, so we were kind of telling our perspective as a retail worker, how just because it's hard for you doesn't mean it's hard for us too. Like, we're still out here struggling, we don't make the rules, it comes from the higher up, and unfortunately we're not going to lose our jobs to help you out. Like,
No,
of course
and-
we come before anyone else.
And for anybody, with that wears gloves, that decide to wear gloves, don't be the problem.
Yes, exactly.
First of all-
take our hint.
First of all, if you use gloves, don't touch anything. Second of all, don't fucking hand sanitize your gloves. And the most important one that, gets slept on that we did not talk about, throw them away. Do not throw them on the floor outside, please.
Bless up. Don't leave them in
Do
a cart.
not-
A cart is not a trash can.
Do not litter. We do not want to pick up your gloves. We don't want to hurt our environment. I don't know about you guys, but I plan on having kids soon, and I want them to have a world to live in, not full of fucking plastic gloves and masks.
Yes, sir.
So,
that's a good point.
Just take care of yourself and take care of the planet. I mean, obviously, if we take care of the planet better, we won't be stuck in this virus. So, like I said, those are my only 3 points. If you wear gloves, especially guys, wear gloves. Take them off before you piss. Wash your hands and put them back on. I don't give a fuck. Just don't touch your dick with your gloves and then go right out back to the store and like touch
Yeah,
a
that's
fucking
gross.
touch a fucking shirt and be like, wow, this is nice, and put it back. Like, now you got your fucking coronavirus and your dick on it.
Now, so the next person who touches that is gonna get contaminated with
So-
fucking germs.
But other than
So
that,
anywho, yeah.
I hope everybody stays safe.
Absolutely. Stay
Be
indoors,
healthy.
stay away from
Stay
people.
home. Obviously, I'm not gonna say don't leave your home. Stay bored. Go for a walk. Obviously, that's not bad. Go for a walk. Go for a drive. Anything. Just stay out of a very polluted area like supermarkets, Target, Walmart. Very fucking polluted. Everybody's there for some reason because we're the only places open. If you don't need to go and you're just bored and you want to walk around a store, don't. I'm sorry.
Yep.
We're
We're not there for entertainment. We're there to be essential.
Exactly. Don't go buy a bikini to go swimming in your pool. Sorry, girls. Too many of you guys are fucking doing that right now.
And no, we're not gonna return it if it doesn't fit.
Definitely not.
Anywho, bro, with that being said, we appreciate all y'all for listening. Please take our advice. If you don't want to listen to our advice, just mind your fucking business.
What's
And
up?
with that being said, 'twas a pleasure.
Pleasure,
Until next
pleasure.
week.
Y'all take
Peace
it
out,
easy.
brother.